Hey, this is Coach Bot from the Hitting Clinic the other night. I wanted to go through your video and show you a few things that we saw in your swing. So let's get started. And what we were doing here is hitting a ball off the tee just to get an idea of where you were at with your swing and if there's any improvements or things that we can point out to help you for the season that's coming up here. And the first thing I wanted to point out was your stance, and this is a really good batting stance as far as your feet go. Your feet are pointed into the other batter's box, or in this case towards the tee, and that is exactly how you want these to be. The only thing I would recommend perhaps is getting a little bit of a wider stance. Okay, so maybe having this foot, let me get my laser out here, get this foot right here a little further out into this area to start. Okay, so a little wider feet to start. A little wider maybe than shoulder width. Okay, but as we roll through your swing here, you do a really good job of taking a forward move. Okay, so your foot started in the first box and the foot ends right here in the second box, and that is really good forward move. We want to create a move towards the pitcher. And Coach Adams was talking that night about a slotted barrel. If you remember, your barrel should slot, and I want you to pay close attention to your barrel. It's back in here, and watch how it drops down and slots. Very nice. So it's right here. Okay. What you want to be careful with, however, Jayan, before we move a little closer, this elbow, don't let this elbow get going too fast. Okay. Try to keep that elbow back a little bit, and that's a pretty common thing for younger hitters like your age. Try to keep your elbow back a little longer. Okay. But all in all, pretty good. That's a pretty good swing. I want you to notice your eyes and where they're at on the baseball, and then look, after you hit the baseball, your eyes are still down on top of the tee like they should be. Okay? So pretty good swing. The last thing I want to point out is with your turn, if you look at your belly button, and you have a black shirt on here, so it's a little more difficult to see, but that's okay. Big Pirates fans, nothing wrong with that. Your belly button starts to turn towards left field, and that's a very, very good turn. But if your belly button starts to turn to left field and your hips turn, let that foot come with it, this back foot right here. Okay, make sure you let that back foot turn right along with it. So you could have got a little bit more out of that. Okay. But like I said, for how young you are, that is a very good swing, and you have a really bright future ahead, I think, with this. So if you have any questions, please feel free to stop by the Hit Zone and let Coach Adams or I know, and we'd love to help you out any way that we can. Okay? It was good to see you, and take care.